All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the second game of our triple header here for you today. Next up, we have the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Game in the NFC West. Seattle leads the division with an 8-2 record. Arizona towards the back of the division with 3-7. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the NFC West right now, as Seattle is got a 2-game lead over the 49ers. Seattle's 8-2, 49ers 6-4. Rams, Saints, and Cardinals all 3-7. 5 games behind Seattle and 3 games behind San Francisco. It's a 2-horse race in the NFC West right now. Arizona, if they lose, they would not be eliminated, but they'd be closer. The only team to be eliminated so far are the Texans. They got eliminated earlier this week with their loss to the Chiefs. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Evil Dead is now 79-59 on the season. Let's head out to Seattle, Washington for this one. Cardinals Seahawks here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. It's the Cardinals and the Seahawks. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. We're in the great Pacific Northwest. Evil Dead's got the Seahawks in this one. A Seattle win, and they have the best record in the NFC, at least for the moment, until the Giants play. Seattle will get the ball first. A bright sunny afternoon in Seattle here in November. Not a bad day. From the 2-yard line, Walker brings it back. Kobe Walker brings it out to the 27-yard line. The 4th-year receiver out of Boise State. And that's where Seattle will have it, 1st and 10. Their starting quarterback, Devin Wade, in his 8th year out of Texas. They brought him out of retirement, and he's led Seattle to an 8-2 record. Of course, he started with the Broncos for 6 seasons, played with the Panthers for 2. He retired and then came back. So the Seahawks will start from their own 27-yard line. The first meeting of the season between these two teams. They'll play in a couple of weeks down in Arizona. 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Make it 5 wide. Wade back. Wade's going to take off himself. And Wade down to the 35, a gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. A quarterback keeper on the first play of the game. It'll be 2nd and 2 for Seattle. Just underway, live from Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. A beautiful day, sunny skies, about 46 degrees. Four wide for the Seahawks on 2nd and 2. Wade under center. Wade fakes the handoff. Throws deep, and too deep. Threw it away, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Seahawks. Here's the Seattle offense. Up front, Turner, Walters, Parks, Ayers, and Carpenter. And then it's Gibson, McKenzie, Gilbert, Jones, and Clay. 3rd and 2 for Seattle. At their own 35, just underway. Seahawks come out. Wade under center in the I formation.
Set, black 20.
Wade, they pitch to Gilbert around the outside, and Gilbert turns inside, gets close to the first down, out to the 37-yard line. I think he's going to be a yard shy. Terry Gilbert, he's going to be a little bit shy of the first down. I think that's going to bring up 4th and 1. On the tackle, Thad Gatlin, the third-year linebacker out of North Carolina. No, he got the first down. They said he got enough. First down, Seahawks, a 3-yard gain. I thought it was short. They gave him a nice spot. First down, Seattle. On 1st and 10, Seahawks come out in the eye. Opening drive of the ballgame. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert turns inside and gets 3 yards down to the 40-yard line. The 8th-year back out of Texas. Here's the Cardinals defense. They play a 4-3. Jordan James, Glaspie, and Bass up front. Linebackers Lloyd, Jackson, and Robertson. And the secondary for Arizona, Burham, Gregory, Davis, and Thompson. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 40-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Sports Davis is here. The Bills beat the Dolphins in the game right before this, 21-9. This is the second game of our triple-header. On 2nd and 8, Wade drops back, throws, caught by Jones, and Rupert Jones out to the 49, a gain of 9, and a Seahawk first down. Rupert Jones in his 10th year out of Oklahoma. On the tackle, number 22, Owen Gregory, the 4th-year safety out of Central Florida. And that'll be a Seahawk first down. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Still the opening drive of the ball game. Seattle comes out from their own 49 in the I formation. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert breaking through. Gilbert nearly broke it all the way down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 15. Finally tackled from behind by Duke Jackson, the 6th-year linebacker out of Houston. Along with number 28, Jordan Burham, the 9th-year defensive back out of Marshall. He nearly broke that one for the touchdown. 1st and 10. Seahawks at the Cardinal 34-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade pump fakes. Wade looking. Wade rolls out. And now Wade's going to take off. He gets the first down out to the 21-yard line. A gain of 13. And Wade was shaken up on that play. He got injured. Brian Donaldson will have to come in now, the 3rd-year quarterback out of Georgia Southern, as Devin Wade got shaken up. So Donaldson will come in. Hopefully Wade can come back. That's the reason for the injury timeout. Wade took off and he got his bell rung. Well, let's see how Donaldson can do, number 9, in his 3rd year out of Georgia Southern, as he takes over the offense in the I formation. Donaldson fakes the handoff. They're not wasting any time trying him out. Back of the end zone, incomplete. Looking for Kobe Walker, a bit too far. It'll be 2nd and 10. From the Cardinal 21-yard line. Well, they weren't afraid to test his arm. Pass was broken up by number 28 for the Cardinals, Jordan Burham, in his 9th year out of Marshall. 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks at the Cardinal 21. Donaldson will come back out under center in the I formation. Donaldson draws back, throws, caught by Gibson, and Blake Gibson down to the 12. A gain of 9 yards to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Seahawks. Gibson, the receiver, in his 5th year out of Rutgers. 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Seahawks at the Cardinal 12. And now Seattle will come out Donaldson in the shotgun. Jones in motion. Donaldson hands off. No, he takes it himself. Picks up the first down. Down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 5. First and goal, Seattle. The Seahawks must have a lot of confidence in Donaldson. They're not playing it safe with their backup in there. They're just marching full speed ahead. We're sticking with the game plan. Duke Jackson makes the tackle. Devin Wade got injured about 3 plays ago, so Donaldson is in there. Brian Donaldson in his 3rd year out of Georgia Southern. First and goal, Seahawks at the Cardinals 7. Seattle comes out 4 wide. Donaldson in the shotgun. Donaldson drops back, throws inside, it's picked off by the Cardinals. Davis. That's Nathan Davis. Brings it out to the 17-yard line, the 10th year safety out of Notre Dame. Oh, the backup quarterback makes a mistake. Throws a pick. And now the Cardinals have it going the other way. So Seattle comes up empty on their opening drive. They were looking, the Seahawks were, they were looking for number 86, Marcus Clay, coming across. First down, Arizona. And they'll start at their own 17-yard line with 4:07 left here in the first quarter, no score. They're led by their starting quarterback, the rookie out of Ohio State, Will Howard, the first overall pick in the draft. Cardinals are 3-7 coming in. They upset Dallas in Dallas last week. 1st and 10. Howard. Play action. Throws. Caught by Dawson. And Dwayne Dawson out to the 38-yard line. The 8th year receiver out of Alabama. And that's good for 21 yards. And an Arizona first down. It makes you wonder if Devin Wade didn't get injured, would Seattle have scored? We'll never know. 1st and 10 Cardinals from their own 38-yard line. Howard under center. Howard draws back, throws, dumps it off to Swan. The tight end, James Swan, out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll bring up 2nd and 5. Swan, the 4th-year tight end out of Louisville. 3:22 left to play. Here in the first quarter, no score. Cardinals on the move now. 2nd and 5 from their own 43-yard line. 4 wide for Arizona. Howard under center. Howard draws back. Howard throws. Caught by Aaron. And Aaron down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 12 into Seahawk territory. That's Riley Aaron, the rookie tight end out of Arizona. First down, Cardinals. Jake Hughes, the linebacker, came over and made the play. The 5th-year linebacker out of Notre Dame. 1st and 10, Arizona now at the Seahawk 45. Howard under center. Howard hands off to Kylan Johnson. He gets hit in the backfield. And that's going to be a loss of 2 yards. Coming up to make the hit, Gary Morgan, the 3rd-year safety out of Pittsburgh. A loss of 2, be 2nd and 12. Seattle had the opening possession. They got down to the 5-yard line and threw a pick. And now this is Arizona's first possession. They've worked it to the Seattle 47. It'll be 2nd and 12. 2:20 left in the first quarter. Nobody has scored yet. 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. Howard hands off to Butler this time, and Butler gets taken down for a 3-yard loss. Jacob Green on the tackle in his 11th year out of Cal, the defensive end. The running back is Keith Butler in his 2nd year out of USC. That's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Cardinals. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Cardinals from midfield. 3rd and 15, 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. Bolden in motion. Howard drops back. Howard looking. Steps up, still looking. Throws near side. Caught by Butler. No, incomplete. That was broken up by Leonard Smith, the 11th year safety out of Utah State. Nice play by Smith. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals will have to punt. Derek White back to punt, gets the punt away. And aiming for the sideline, it's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A 36-yard punt. And that's where Seattle will take over. Still no score. Brian Donaldson will come back out. Devin Wade got shaken up earlier in the quarter. He's still on the sideline. Hopefully he can return. Donaldson threw a pick in the red zone on Seattle's last possession. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, Week 11. Here at Jammin' Sports. The 3-7 Cardinals, the 8-2 Seahawks. Seattle tied with the Giants for the best record in the NFC at 8-2. Donaldson, the shotgun, 1st and 10. Donaldson throws, caught by Clay, out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Clay, that's good for 11, and a Seahawk first down. The 3rd-year receiver out of Colorado State. Misty's back. Hi, Misty. You doing all right? All right. No, I don't want a popsicle right now. Making the tackle for the Cardinals, Raina Thompson, the former Giant, in his 12th year out of Nebraska. 1st and 10, Seahawks now from their own 25. They come out in the I formation. Wade under center. Or not Wade, Donaldson, I'm sorry. Gilbert out to the 27. I'm so used to saying Wade. A gain of 3 yards for Gilbert. On the tackle, Greg Bass, the former Chief, in his 10th year out of Utah. 2nd and 7 for the Seahawks now. Seattle comes out. Wade in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jones in motion. Wade, or Donaldson, excuse me, to Gilbert. Up the middle. Gilbert breaks through. Gilbert off to the races. One-man debate. And they finally bring him down at the 16-yard line. Let me get the yardage here. 23 one way, 34 the other. 57 yards. Terry Gilbert down to the 16-yard line. Saving the touchdown. Jordan Burham caught up to him. But it's still a 57-yard gain for Terry Gilbert. Into Cardinal territory. The 8th year back out of Texas. Burham's got some good speed now. I've known that for a while. Who's able to catch him. And that will probably do it for the first quarter. It does. No score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. We go to the second quarter. No score between the Cardinals and the Seahawks. But Seattle's driving. They have it 1st and 10 from the Cardinals' 16-yard line. Set up by a 57-yard run moments ago by Terry Gilbert. Cardinals come in at 3 and 7. Seattle at 8 and 2 in NFC West contest here. Seahawks come out 4 wide. Wade. Is he back in the game? Nope, Donaldson. Hands off to Gilbert. And Gilbert bouncing around. And finally goes down at the 13-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. So Terry Gilbert out to 83 yards already on the day. Ryan Donaldson, the quarterback for Seattle, as the injured Wade is still on the sideline. Second and 7 from the 13-yard line. Single back, Donaldson in the shotgun. Donaldson draws back, throws, caught by Jones underneath. Rupert Jones struggling and gets down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Greg Bass on the tackle again for the Cardinals. And now it's 3rd and 4 from the Cardinal 10. Evil Dead took the Seahawks in this one. He took the Bills in the first game, and he was right, as Buffalo dominated Miami 21-9. 3rd and 4, 4 wide for Seattle. Donaldson in the shotgun. Donaldson back. Donaldson throws near side, caught by Gibson, down to the 6. A gain of 4. That should be a first down. It is. Blake Gibson on the catch. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Nathan Davis came over and made the tackle. We'll have the Saints and the Raiders after this. We'll head down to Oakland for that one. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Donaldson still in charge under center. Donaldson to Gilbert, and Gilbert gets taken down for a 3-yard loss. Marcus Jordan, the rookie out of Kentucky, comes up and makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Seahawks. Back at the 9-yard line. Who's going to end up with the number 1 seed in the NFC? Seattle or the Giants? On 2nd and goal from the 9, Donaldson looking, and he gets sacked back at the 17-yard line. Making the sack, number 94, Kevin James, the 6th-year defensive tackle out of Iowa. And that's going to be a loss of 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 17-yard line. Seattle going the wrong direction. What? My clock is making a beeping noise. That clock is loud when it goes off. 3rd and goal from the 17-yard line. Donaldson back. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. What a catch by Blake Gibson. What a throw by Donaldson. In the side of the end zone. A 17-yard touchdown catch by Blake Gibson. They'll probably review it, but what a throw by Donaldson. And what a catch by Gibson. Oh, he definitely got both feet in. Great catch. Evil Dead likes that. They're going to just make sure this should hold up. Great catch by Blake Gibson, the 4th-year receiver out of Rutgers. Oh, beautiful catch. That should hold up.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It stands. Touchdown, Seahawks. They lead at 6-0. And now the extra point with 5:52 left here in the first half. And now Tom Davidson will come on for the PAT. The kick is up, and it's good. Seahawks lead at 7-0. 5:52 left to play here in the first half. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. That was an 86-yard drive for the Seahawks. Seahawks kind of sputtered at the start. But now, even with their backup quarterback Donaldson, they seem to be moving on all cylinders right now. Dakota Cochran will kick off for Seattle. The punter does the kickoff duties in his 6th year out of Illinois. On a beautiful November afternoon in Seattle, there's the kickoff. A yard deep, Durham brings it out over the 15, 20, 25, and Durham out to the 29-yard line on the return. That's Marion Durham, the rookie out of Ohio State. Arizona will start from their own 29-yard line. Will Howard, the rookie out of Ohio State, will come out to lead the offense. .5:47 left. Here in the first half. We'll head down the coast to Oakland for the Saints and the Raiders after this. 4 wide for the Cardinals. Howard under center. 1st and 10. Howard draws back. Howard looking. Throws near side. Caught by Johnson. Down the sideline. Kylan Johnson. All the way out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 22. The former Giant in his 7th year out of Tennessee. First down, Cardinals. Finally making the tackle, Devin Coleman, the rookie defensive back out of Illinois. Comes over and makes the tackle. Misty's with us. She was visiting with a neighbor on the porch. Is Gracie talking with her boyfriend? We tease her. It's not really her boyfriend. Well, if she would just learn to talk to him. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Howard draws back. Howard looking. Throws. Caught by Dawson. And Dawson down to the 28-yard line. That'll be a gain of 21. Dwayne Dawson, the 8th-year receiver out of Alabama. And the Cardinals, 2 plays, and they're all the way down to the Seahawk 28-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Sports Davis is here tonight on this Friday, the second game of our triple header. If you missed the earlier game, the Bills beat the Dolphins 21-9. 1st and 10 from the 28. Howard under center. Howard to Johnson again, and Kylan Johnson pushes forward out to the 21-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Hold on a second. I can't hear you. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 21-yard line. Cardinals come out 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. Howard back. Howard throws. Jump ball. Incomplete. Boy, there were 3 Seahawks around that. They were looking for Silas Bolden, the rookie receiver out of Texas. He had 3 Seahawks around. It was a jump ball. Nobody caught it. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals at the Seattle 21-yard line. Arizona got lucky on that one. 4 wide for the Cardinals. Howard in the shotgun. 3rd and 3. Howard back. Throws. Caught by Dawson. And Dawson all the way down to the 4. A gain of 17 yards to Dwayne Dawson. 1st and goal, Arizona. On the tackle, number 57, Wes Cochran. No relation to the punter. The rookie out of Cincinnati. 1st and goal. Cardinals have it at the Seahawk 4-yard line. They come out in the I formation. Howard hands off to Banks this time. And Banks is denied. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's Andrew Banks, the 3rd-year running back out of Tennessee. Coming up to make the tackle, number 20, Darnell Hubert, the rookie out of Hawaii. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Cardinals trying to cash in here. 2nd and goal from the 4. They come out in the offset I. Howard under center. Howard Play action, rolls out, and he's going to get sacked back at the 14-yard line, a loss of 10 yards. On the sack, Aaron Harper, the fifth-year linebacker out of Princeton. The Ivy Leaguer on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. Nice play by Harper. Clock is moving. 3:13 and counting here in the first half. Seahawks lead it 7-0. 3rd and goal for the Cardinals now at the 14-yard line. They come out 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. Howard draws back. Howard looking. Throws. And it bounces around incomplete. Broken up by Leonard Smith, the safety, the all-pro veteran safety. It'll be 4th and goal. The intended receiver was Jay Carrington, the rookie receiver out of Princeton. And Smith came in and broke up the pass. Great play by Leonard Smith. And now the Cardinals will have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 31-yard attempt by Logan Ford, who's had his kicking troubles this year. The 3rd-year kicker out of Troy. Let's see how he fares on this one. The kick is up. That's a decent kick. And it's good. He's had his troubles, but not on that one. The kick is in there. Good for 3 points. And the Seahawks lead it 7-3. 2:54 left to play here in the first half. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead took Seattle. Seahawks are struggling a little bit against the Cardinals. On paper, this should be a blowout. But we don't play them on paper. I've said that before. Plus, Seattle has their backup quarterback in there. But for the most part, Donaldson is, other than that one pick, he's played pretty well. And now the Cardinals will kick off. Ford will kick. From the 2-yard line, Nixon brings it back over the 20, 25, and Nixon out to the 29-yard line. Devin Nixon in his 8th year out of Maryland. First down, Seahawks. 2:50 left in the half. And Brian Donaldson still in there. That injury to Wade may be more severe than we thought. He may be a concussion or something. He did take a pretty good lick. So Donaldson stays in there at quarterback. Seattle up 7-3. Seahawks will start from their own 29. 2 backs in the backfield. Donaldson in the shotgun. Donaldson hands off to Gilbert. When you have a back like Gilbert, you don't have to be a good quarterback. A gain of 6 out to the 35-yard line. He's 2nd and 4. Thad Gatlin on the tackle, the linebacker. A good running back is the quarterback's best friend if you can hand it off and get big yardage. 2nd and 4. Donaldson this time in the shotgun with a single back. Donaldson hands off to Gilbert again. That didn't fool the Cardinals. It took a bit too long to develop. Greg Bass on the tackle. And that'll be a loss of a yard. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Seattle. If you're going to do a play like that, it has to be quicker, or the defense is going to be in there. Defenses today are so quick to react. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Seahawks up 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Seahawks lead the Cardinals 7-3. We're at the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Seattle with their backup quarterback in there right now, Brian Donaldson. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Seattle at their own 34-yard line. Seahawks lead it 7-3. Seahawks come out. Donaldson in the shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield. Donaldson back. Donaldson looking. in trouble, and he gets sacked. Back at the 29, a loss of 5, and the Cardinals take a timeout. It'll be 4th and 10 for the Seahawks. I didn't see who made the sack. They cut away too quick. It'll be 4th and 10. And Dakota Cochran, the 6th-year punter out of Illinois, will come up. So the Cardinals are going to get a chance to score before halftime. The Cardinals have actually won 3 games this season. On 4th down, Cochran gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 17. Bolden brings it back. Silas Bolden out to the 33-yard line. 1st down, Cardinals. Well, when the Cardinals lost to the Texans, we thought the Texans might be the better team. But then the Cardinals, they beat the 49ers at home. And then they beat the Eagles on the road, and they beat the Cowboys on the road. The Texans have only managed 2 wins. Cardinals have 3 coming in. .146 left in the half. 1st and 10, Arizona at their own 33-yard line. Howard in the shotgun with the back on either side. Howard draws back, throws near side, caught by Johnson. And Kylan Johnson out to the 42, a gain of 9. Cardinals go to the hurry up. It'll be 2nd and 1. 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. Howard back. Pump fakes, looking. Throws. Dumps it off to Dawson. And Dwayne Dawson out to the 49, a gain of 7. The Cardinals stay in the hurry up. 1st and 10 from their own 49. 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. Howard back. Howard looking. Howard throws deep. Wobbly pass. It's caught by Keeley somehow down to the 21-yard line. A 29-yard reception. Jamison Keeley. What a catch. In his 6th year out of Baylor. Howard threw up a wounded duck. I'm surprised the Seahawks didn't pick that off, but Keeley was the only man in the area. 1st down, Cardinals. As they have it at the Seahawk, 21-yard line, and the Cardinals take a timeout with 1:01 remaining. They have 1 timeout remaining. They have it at the Seahawk 21-yard line. Arizona now with a chance to take the lead if they punch it in here. Looks like they're catching Seattle on an off week. Seahawks need to wake up. Their defense needs to step up. They come in tied with the Giants for the best record in the NFC at 8-2. 1st and 10, Cardinals. 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Howard draws back. Throws. A fade. It's caught. No, incomplete. Bolden couldn't catch it. He was well covered. Double covered by 2 Seahawks down there. That'll stop the clock with 58 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, he was well covered by Darnell Hubert and Gary Morgan. 2nd and 10 from the 21. 58 seconds left in the half. Cardinals come out 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Howard draws back. Howard steps up, throws, caught by Dawson. And they're going to tack on a face mask. Dawson gets down to the 5. That'd be a 16-yard gain. And now it's going to be half the distance to the goal line.
Face mask. Defense.
As Devin Coleman will get charged with a face mask. And that's going to move it to the 3. 1st and goal, Cardinals from the 3-yard line. Arizona now looking to take the lead before halftime. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. I forgot who got the opening kickoff. I think Seattle did. I think Arizona is going to get the ball first in the second half. 1st and goal from the 3. Howard under center. Howard to Johnson, and Johnson gets taken down by a trio of Seahawks led by Jacob Green. A loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 5. Caleb Hamilton was in there along with Randall McKenzie. We're down to 35 seconds left. Arizona holding on to that timeout. 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun from the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. Howard looking. Howard in trouble. Howard's going to take off, and he slides in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Will Howard, the rookie out of Ohio State, as he runs into the stands. They'll probably throw him back out. And the Cardinals take a 9-7 lead. Nice drive by Arizona. Howard saw the opening and just took it. And he was wise enough to slide. Well, they're supposed to mark the ball where you start the slide. He wouldn't have gotten the touchdown then. They should have marked that at the 1-yard line. Logan Ford for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Cardinals take a 10-7 lead with 19 seconds left here in the first half. The surprising Cardinals trying to win their 2nd in a row. If they win this game, it would be their 2nd in a row and 3rd of the last 4 games. On a beautiful day here in Seattle, in the Pacific Northwest. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. This would be a major upset if the Cardinals win this game. And it would also open the door for the Giants to take over the best record in the NFC if they beat the 49ers on Sunday. That game will be on Sunday. And now Logan Ford will kick off from the 2-yard line. Colby Walker over the 25, and he brings it out to the 25-yard line. 16 seconds left until halftime. Cardinals up 10-7. People just joining us are looking at the score and going, huh? What? Cardinals aren't supposed to be this good. On paper, they're not. On paper, they're the 2nd worst team in the league. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Wade in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Actually, it's Donaldson still. Donaldson hands off to Gilbert. A give-up play if I ever saw one. Gilbert, well, he gets out to the 35. The Seahawks will take a timeout. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. Well, by taking the timeout, now they probably throw a Hail Mary or something. Nine seconds until halftime. We have the Saints and the Raiders after this. We'll head down to Oakland, California for that one. The Coliseum. On 2nd down. 5 wide for Seattle. Empty backfield. Donaldson in the shotgun. Donaldson draws back. Steps up, throws down the middle to Walker. And Colby Walker out to the 40. And they take a timeout with 3 seconds left. Just a 5-yard gain, but it's a first down. And now with 3 seconds left until halftime, let's see what the Seahawks do. Down 10-7. We got lucky with the weather. Normally in November it rains a lot in Seattle. Not every day, but a majority of the time. I used to live in Seattle a long time ago. It rains a lot. Not as much as you might think, but there are months where it rains a lot, especially in the wintertime. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line, 4 wide. Donaldson in the shotgun. Donaldson draws back, throws deep into a crowd, bouncing around, incomplete. We go to halftime. Halftime score, Cardinals 10, Seahawks 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. We go to the second half. The Cardinals, who come in at 3-7, lead the Seahawks, who are 8-2, tied for the best record in the NFC with the Giants. Seahawks not looking too good today overall. And the Cardinals will get the second half kickoff. Dakota Cochran will kick off for Seattle. Chance for the Cardinals now to make it a 2-score game. There's the kick. From about the 1-yard line, Silas Bolden over the 20, 25. Bolden slung down at the 31-yard line, and that's where Arizona will have it, 1st and 10. Will Howard will come back out to lead the offense, the rookie out of Ohio State. Some first half highlights. And that's a catch there by Dwayne Dawson. And Dawson had a pretty good first half, catching several passes. So Arizona will start from their own 31-yard line, up 10-7. We'll find out who they play next week after this play. I'll let you know. Cardinals come out. Howard under center, 1st and 10. Howard, play action, looking. And Howard in trouble. And he's going to be sacked back at the 21-yard line. Making the sack, number 90, Morgan McCoy, the 8th-year defensive end out of San Jose State. A 10-yard loss to be 2nd and 20. The Seattle defense gets a big sack. Who do they play next week? I'm glad you asked. All right, for Seattle, they will host the Redskins next week. And for the Cardinals, looking at the schedule here, they are home to the Vikings next week. 2nd and 20 for the Cardinals at their own 21-yard line, 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. Howard, a draw play to Butler, and Keith Butler up the middle. And Butler out to the 31, a 10-yard gain. So they get the yardage from the sack back on that play. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Devin Coleman came up and made the tackle, the rookie out of Illinois. And now it's 3rd and 10 for Arizona. Seattle trying to get a stop. Let's see if the Cardinals can capitalize here and get the first down. 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Howard draws back. Howard throws outside. Caught by Butler, but his momentum takes him out of bounds. Just a 2-yard gain out to the 33-yard line and bring up 4th and 8. And Arizona's going to have to punt. So Seattle gets the stop that they needed. Derek White will come in to punt for Arizona. The 9th-year punter out of North Dakota. Gets the punt away. From the 16, Nixon on the return. And he brings it out to the 28-yard line, Devin Nixon. First down, Seahawks. Let's see if Wade finally comes back out. There's Wade. Devin Wade finally returns. He got injured about halfway through the first quarter. Donaldson took over for a while. Actually led Seattle to a touchdown. And now the starting quarterback, Devin Wade, back in the game in his 8th year out of Texas. Let's see how Wade fares now that he's back in. 1st and 10. 4 wide for Seattle. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back. Throws near side. And caught by Gilbert out to the 30-yard line, just a gain of 2. His momentum took him out of bounds. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. .6:33 left to play here in the third quarter. Cardinals lead at 10-7. Jimmy Jam, Evil Dead, Sports Davis here on this Friday. Misty's here. Raiders Saints up next. On 2nd and 8 from the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out with Wade in the shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield. Wade hands off to Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, bring up 3rd and 7. Make it a gain of a yard, I'm sorry. It'll be 3rd and 7. On the tackle that time, it was Darrell Jefferson, the 7th-year defensive end out of Baylor. So big third down for the Seahawks now. 3rd and 7 from the 31. Wade in the shotgun. Wade fakes the handoff, rolls out, and Wade's going to take off. He gets the first down. He's taken down at the 41. A gain of 10. Considering he was taken out of the game for taking a shot on a previous run, that was a ballsy play by Wade, but he picks up the first down. 10 yards. Tempting fate right there. On the tackle, Nathan Davis. Davis took him down relatively gently. He didn't stick him like before. 5:45 and counting. Here in the third quarter. 4 wide for Seattle. Wade under center. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert out to the 45, again of 4 yards. Tackled by Austin Page, the rookie out of Rice, the defensive tackle. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6 for Seattle at their own 45. Cardinals lead at 10-7 here in the third quarter. Seattle trying to retake the lead. 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade to Gilbert up the middle, and Terry Gilbert all the way out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be another Seahawk first down. Thad Gatlin, the linebacker, on the tackle. But it's a Seahawk first down. .450 and counting. Seattle now at the Cardinal 44-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back. Throws near side. Caught by Walker. Kobe Walker out to the 34. A gain of 9. It's going to be 2nd and inches. Walker in his 4th year out of Boise State. Nathan Davis on the tackle. If you missed the news today, Sony announced that the PS6 should be out by late 2027. I'm sorry, late 2026, early 2027. McKenzie up the middle. And McKenzie picks up 3 to the 31-yard line. Chris McKenzie, the 3rd-year back out of Miami. First down, Seahawks. Late 2026, early 2027. I don't think it's going to be released that early. I think we're not going to see it until 2028. Because every time you come out with a new console, the games get harder and harder to make. And you have to have games ready for launch. I don't know if they're going to be ready in time. Wade to McKenzie around the outside. And McKenzie turns upfield, breaking tackles. And McKenzie all the way out to the 13-yard line. A gain of 18 by Chris McKenzie. Nice run by the former Miami Hurricane. First down, Seahawks. Now, EA Sports also announced today the release date of the college football and the Madden. They're both going to be released. Well, NCAA football will be the first week of August, and then the third week of August they'll have Madden. But they will not be made for the PS4 or the Xbox One. They're not making games for those anymore. 1st and 10 from the 13. Wade in the shotgun. Wade draws back. Wade throws. Caught by Walker. And Kobe Walker down to the 7. That's a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5. Seattle trying to cash in, take the lead here. They're in field goal range. 3:08 left to play here in the third quarter. They're phasing out the PS4. No one's making games for it anymore. 4 wide. Wade in the shotgun. Wade. A draw play to Gilbert. And Gilbert down to the 2. A gain of 5. Close to the marker. He's got it. First down, Seahawks. James Granger came up and made the tackle, the 9th-year safety out of Texas, along with Duke Jackson, the linebacker, in his 6th year out of Houston. 2:40 left in the third quarter. 1st and goal, Seahawks from the 2-yard line. Seattle comes out in the eye. Wade under center. Wade looking, throws, caught by Walker, touchdown, Seahawks. A 2-yard touchdown catch by Kobe Walker. And the Seahawks retake the lead, 13-10, with the extra point coming. Evil Dead likes that. He's got the Kapow, the nacho cheese Dorito up there. He's got Pikachu up there. I'm not sure what Pikachu and the nacho cheese has to do with the touchdown, though. Tom Davison for the extra point. Kick is up. Oh, it hits the upright. Oh, my goodness. Well, that opens the door for the Cardinals now. Instead of it being a 4-point lead, it's a 3-point lead for Seattle as they miss the extra point. And instead of needing a touchdown, the Cardinals can tie it up with a field goal. That's huge. That is huge. So the Seahawks take the lead 13-10 with 2:26 left in the third quarter. We still got a lot of football left in this one. Cochran will kick off. From the 3-yard line, Durham over the 15, 20, 25, and Durham out to the 26-yard line. Marion Durham on the return, the rookie out of Ohio State. First down, Cardinals, down by 3 because of the missed extra point. That's going to come back and haunt them. You just watch. First and 10 from the 26-yard line. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The Cardinals at 3-7, the Seahawks at 8-2. Howard under center. Howard hands off to Banks, and Andrew Banks picks up a yard out to the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Randall McKenzie in his 7th year out of Florida on the tackle, the linebacker. We're down to 2 minutes left now in the third quarter. Cardinals come out. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Howard under center. Howard hands off to Johnson, and Kylan Johnson picks up a yard to the 28-yard line. On the tackle that time, Wes Cochran, the rookie linebacker out of Cincinnati. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Cardinals at their own 28-yard line. Cardinals come out, Howard in the shotgun. 3rd and 8. Howard fakes the handoff, throws deep down the sideline, jump ball incomplete. Knocked down by Darnell Hubert, the rookie defensive back out of Hawaii. They were looking for Dwayne Dawson. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and the Cardinals will punt. Nice defensive stand there by the Seahawk defense. Had Dawson stayed with it, he could have caught it on the deflection. He gave up on it too early. Now Derek White will come into punt for Arizona. White gets the punt away. From the 18, Nixon brings it back out to the 30-yard line. Devin Nixon. And that's where Seattle will take over. 1:11 left here in the third quarter. Gilbert's well over 100 yards on the day, the running back for Seattle in his 8th year out of Texas. Devin Wade back in the game for Seattle. 1st and 10. Seahawks at their own 30-yard line. Saints at Raiders up next. That'll be our third game tonight. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Wade in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Wade to Gilbert up the middle, and Terry Gilbert down to the 39, a gain of 9. Duke Jackson, the linebacker, on the tackle. He just keeps adding to his rushing total. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Seahawks. Evil Dead was talking about the Miami game was kind of dark. I've noticed when we play games in Seattle, when the shadows get here, it gets dark in Seattle too. 2nd and 1 from the 39-yard line. Wade under center. Wade fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Mills. That's Ivan Mills, the 4th-year tight end out of New Hampshire. Out to the 44-yard line, a gain of 5. That'll be a Seahawk first down. He's the only player on these rosters from New Hampshire. Speaking of which, we have not seen New England fan in a while. He lives in New Hampshire, near Concord. I wonder where he's been hiding out. We're down to 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Seattle comes out in the I, 1st and 10. As they hand off to Gilbert. And Gilbert gets out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, it'll be 2nd and 5. Bass on the tackle. And that's the end of the third quarter. Seattle up 13-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. We go to the fourth quarter. The Seahawks lead the Cardinals 13-10. And I've texted New England fan, but he's not responded. I've not heard from him in about a month or so. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Seattle. They have it at their own 48-yard line, up 13-10 as we start the fourth quarter. 4 wide for the Seahawks. Wade in the shotgun. Wade hands off to Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert picks up the first down out to the 45-yard line. They needed 5, he got 6. First down, Seattle. That'll keep the drive alive. It keeps the clock moving. Seattle leads it 13-10. And the Cardinals have played Seattle very tough here today. The Seahawks do play the Cardinals again later in the season. It's their first meeting. I'll try to find it on the schedule so you know. 1st and 10. Wade to Gilbert around the outside. He's going to be hit for a 3-yard loss. Coming in to make the tackle, number 97, Darrell Jefferson, in his 7th year out of Butler. It'll be 2nd and 13. When does Seattle play Arizona again? In week 15 at Arizona. Checking out the schedule here. Seattle's only 2 losses this season were to AFC teams. They lost to the Raiders at home and to the Chargers on the road. 2nd and 13 at the 48-yard line. Wade in the shotgun. Wade back. Wade throws, and he missed his target. Incomplete. He overthrew Gilbert out of the backfield. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 13 for the Seahawks at the Cardinal 48-yard line. Seattle's last 5 games of the season. They have the Redskins at home next week, at Denver, home for Detroit. 3rd and 13. Wade fakes the handoff. They pick up the blitz. They throw. Caught by Mills. All the way down to the 24. A 24-yard gain by Ivan Mills and a Seahawk first down. In week 15, they're at Arizona. And then the final week of the season, Seattle hosts San Francisco. And that game against the 49ers could be for the AFC West. You never know. As San Francisco comes into this week 2 games behind Seattle. The Seahawks are 8-2, San Francisco 6-4. A lot can happen in the last 5 weeks of the season. First down, Seattle. They come out in the eye. Wade under center. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert loses a yard back to the 25. On the tackle, number 96. That's Austin Page, the rookie out of Rice. It'll be 2nd and 11. Rice on the smackdown there. Or Page on the smackdown. If Arizona loses, they wouldn't be eliminated yet. But if they also lose next week, they would be eliminated. 2nd and 11 from the 25. Wade draws back. Wade throws near side. Caught by Gibson down to the 19-yard line. A gain of 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Blake Gibson on the catch. Nathan Davis on the tackle. As we're coming up on 6 minutes left to play in regulation. Seattle up 13-10. 4 wide for the Seahawks. Wade in the shotgun on 3rd down. Big 3rd down right here. Wade, a draw play to Allen. And Allen does not get the first down. Lawrence Allen, the second-year back out of Tennessee Tech. They needed 6. He got 4. On the tackle, Darrell Jefferson. Davis back in the house. Seattle will kick a field goal. This will be a 33-yard attempt. But how big is that missed extra point? If Seattle makes the field goal, instead of being up by 7, they're only going to be up by 6. Keeps the door open for the Cardinals. Tom Davidson from 33 yards. Davis in the house. Kick is up. And good. And the Seahawks lead it 16-6. A lot of time left. 5:22 left to play here at Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. There's some tough teams on Seattle's schedule when you look at the rest of the season. That 49er game in Week 16 is a big one. They also play Washington, Detroit, and Denver. All 3 of those teams still fighting for a playoff chance. Cochran will kick off. From the goal line, Bolden over the 10, 15, 20. Silas Bolden out to the 26. And that's where the Cardinals will have it, 1st and 10. 5:18 left. Seattle up by 6. Cardinals, they are still in it. Seattle trying to hang on. $5:18 left to play. And then we'll head down to Oakland for the Saints and the Raiders. Our baseball game on the radio today was rained out, so I'm able to be here tonight. I also got off early, so getting 3 games in. Howard back. Howard looking. He's got all day. He throws. Caught by Dawson. With that much time, he should find somebody. A gain of 19 out to the 45-yard line. Dwayne Dawson. He goes over 100 yards receiving. The 8th-year receiver out of Alabama. We're down to 5 minutes left to play. Seahawks up 16-10. Cardinals come out at their own 45. Howard in the shotgun.
Here we go now. 319.
Howard draws back. Howard throws near side. Incomplete. His receiver was out of bounds. 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 4:42 left. Keith Butler, the intended receiver, but he was way out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10. Arizona at their own 45. They come out 4 wide. Howard again in the shotgun.
Set. 319.
Howard draws back, steps up, throws, caught by Bolden. And Silas Bolden out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 15. And that'll be another Arizona first down. Silas Bolden, the rookie out of Texas. From College Football 25. If you play the Longhorns, you know who that is. By the way, the only players I brought over to Madden are the seniors. If you're a junior that came out early in the draft, you're not included. I just took seniors. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line, 4 wide. Carrington in motion. Howard back. Howard steps up and gets sacked back at the 45-yard line. Make it a loss of 4, 2nd and 14. On the sack, Ricardo Alvarez, the 4th-year defensive tackle out of Hawaii. And the reason I did that, I didn't know what juniors would make themselves eligible. But you know the seniors are going to be eligible. They can't play anymore, so they're fair game. Under 4 minutes left. 2nd and 14 from the 45-yard line. The Cardinals come out 4 wide, 5 wide. Empty backfield. Howard in the shotgun. Howard back. Howard throws, and he missed his target coming across the middle. It'll be 3rd down and 14. You got a receiver coming across the middle there. That was Jamison Keeley. He missed him. It'll be 3rd and 14 from the 45 of the Seahawks. It's a huge 3rd down for Arizona with 3:41 left. 3 receivers to the near side. Howard in the shotgun. 3rd and 14. Howard back. Throws deep, and he overthrew a wide open receiver. I mean, that could have been a touchdown. I believe that was Bolden. No, that was Keeley. Jamison Keeley. And now it's 4th down with 3:37 left. Do you go for it? Nope, they're going to punt. Derek White back to punt. Gets the punt away. And that'll be out of bounds at the 22. Just a 23-yard punt. Not a good punt. And now with 3:33 left, Seattle will take over at their own 22, up by 6. A chance for Seattle to put this one away. Even if they get a field goal, they'd put them up by 2 scores. What Seattle wants to do here is take as much time off the clock as they can and score again if they can. 1st and 10, Seahawks at their own 22. Wade under center. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert picks up 2 out to the 24. It'll be 2nd and 8. Duke Jackson, the linebacker, on the tackle. Clock will run. Seattle will try to eat up as much time as they can. We're down to 3:15. Seahawks lead by 6. In the offset eye on 2nd down. Wade to Gilbert again. Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert picks up 4 to the 28-yard line. Make it a 3-yard gain. As Raina Thompson comes in and makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Seahawks at the Cardinal 28-yard line. We're getting close to the 2-minute warning now. Big 3rd down for the Seahawks at their own 28. Wade in the shotgun, 3rd and 5. Wade back. Wade throws, and it's incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. It'll be 4th down. That'll stop the clock with 2:05 left. 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 2:05 I believe he was looking for Marcus Clay. 4th and 5, Dakota Cochran back to punt. Cochran gets the punt away. Bolden on the return, and he brings it out to the 28-yard line. 2-minute warning here at Jammin' Sports. Wait, we got a penalty. We got a face mask on Seattle? Well, when they have penalties, they don't go to a 2-minute warning. So we'll just keep it here. If there's a penalty in conjunction with the 2-minute warning, or if they score a touchdown, then they don't take a break. They just keep it there. I've noticed. 1st and 10, Cardinals from the 39-yard line. One final shot for Arizona here, down by 6. They'll start in relatively good field position at their own 39-yard line. And that missed extra point is looming large now. Howard in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Howard looking. Howard throws, caught by Dawson, no, incomplete. Broken up by Leonard Smith, the safety. Comes in there and breaks up that pass. Nice play by Smith. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. This game a lot closer than I thought it would be. I thought Seattle would kill him. Cardinals come out. Howard in the shotgun with the back on either side. 2nd and 10. Howard back. Howard throws near side. Johnson can't hold on. That was broken up by the linebacker, Wes Cochran. He tried to hit Kylan Johnson out of the backfield. Great play by Cochran. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Cardinals. A big 3rd down. They'll go for it on 4th. You know they will. 1:51 left. Third and 10 for the Cardinals now. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Howard under center. Howard, a draw play. It goes nowhere. Kylan Johnson gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 3. Be 4th and 13. I don't know what they were thinking on that one. They stay in the hurry up. 4th and 13. Howard fakes the handoff. Throws deep down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Broken up. Nick McCoy broke that one up. The 6th-year defensive back out of Texas Tech. It'll be a turnover on downs. Seattle will take over with 1:34 left at the Cardinal 36-yard line. The Cardinals are going to have to start taking their timeouts. And it looks like Seattle's going to hang on. The Cardinals were game today, but looks like Seattle's going to hang on. It was not Seattle's best effort, but a win is a win. And Seattle's going to go to 9-2. Arizona's going to drop to 3-8. Unless something happens here. In the I formation. 1st and 10. Wade to Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert to the 32. A gain of 4. Make it a gain of 3. Cardinals take a timeout. With 1:31 left to be 2nd and 7. We'll head down the coast to Oakland. It'll be the Saints and the Raiders. About 5 minutes after this one's done. That'll be our 3rd game tonight. The Bills beat the Dolphins 21-9 earlier today, before this one. And now Seattle leads Arizona 16-10. 2nd and 7. That Dolphins-Bills game's in the video section. We'll post it to YouTube soon. In the I formation. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert will lose a yard back to the 33-yard line. Cardinals take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 7. Now they say no gain. 1:26 left. And the Cardinals have 1 timeout left. The Seahawks are on the edge of field goal range. It'd be a 50-yard field goal from here. Seahawks lead it 16-10. So this is a big 3rd down. If the Seahawks convert, that's ball game. Really, it really would be, because the Cardinals would be out of timeouts. Here we go. 4 wide, single back, 3rd and 7. Wade back, looking. Wade throws near side, caught by Clay. Out to the 28, again of 5. Arizona takes their final timeout. It'd be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Tom Davison will come on, the 12th-year kicker out of UCLA. He missed the extra point earlier. He can make up for it here if he nails this 45-yarder. He'd put Seattle up by 2 scores. The mark of a good team is when they win ugly. It's when they're not playing their best and they still win. They find a way to win. Davison from 45. The kick is up. And the kick, no good. Oh my gosh. He missed it wide left. And the door is open now for Arizona. But they need a touchdown. They're down by 6, but they're 65 yards away. The Cardinals have no timeouts. They have 1:17 to work with. Davison missed an extra point, and that may cost Seattle the game here if the Cardinals can march down the field and get a game-winning score. No timeouts. 1:17 on the clock. Will Howard, the rookie quarterback out of Ohio State. Can he lead a comeback? Can he get the miracle win? The Seahawks have left the door ajar, as they say. Evil Dead's hoping Seattle holds on. 4 wide for the Cardinals. Howard in the shotgun, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Howard fakes the handoff inside. He's got all day. Throws deep. Caught by Dawson. And Dwayne Dawson down to the 29-yard line. 36 yards. Cardinals in the hurry up. We're down to a minute at the Seahawk 29. Howard to the shotgun. 1st and 10. Howard back. Howard looking. Throws. Dumps it off to Butler. He gets tackled in bounds. 50 seconds. They got to hurry up. Just a gain of a yard. They got to get all the receivers back. 45 seconds. And Howard will probably spike it right here. He does. With 40 seconds left. And that'll be 3rd and 9 from the Seahawk 28-yard line. Well, Seattle making this exciting down to the wire here. Can the Cardinals get the second straight upset? They beat Dallas in Dallas last week in overtime. 3rd and 9 from the 28. Howard back. Howard looking, steps up, throws deep. Caught by Bolden. Down to the 11. A gain of 17. They're down to 30 seconds. They have no timeouts. In the hurry up. 26 seconds. Howard will spike it with 24 seconds left. Right here is why 19 is better than 20 through 25. The hurry up drill. The newer games do not have this. They cut away to a timeout, and time runs during the timeout. The players don't get a chance to go to the hurry up. 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. Howard fakes the handoff, throws to the end zone. It's nearly picked off. Leonard Smith knocked it down. Had he caught that, it was game over. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 11-yard line. 20 seconds left. Oh, Smith should have got that. It's 3rd and 10. I tell you every time, those missed extra points will cost you. 3 receivers to the far side. 3rd and 10. Howard in the shotgun. Howard fakes the handoff. Looks downfield. Gets sacked or hit as he threw. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. 16 seconds left. Jake Hughes, the linebacker, made the hit. It comes down to this play right here. 3rd and 10. 16 seconds. This is ball game. 4 wide. Howard in the shotgun. 4th and 10. Howard back. Howard looking. Throws down the middle. Swan cannot hold on. Incomplete. Broken up by Jake Hughes, the linebacker. Turnover on downs. Seattle's going to hang on, and by the skin of their teeth, they're going to win this one. The Seattle defense came up huge on that one. Jake Hughes knocks it away. Actually, it was number 57, Wes Cochran, who knocked it away. saving the game for the Seahawks. Wow. One more snap and this one's over. Evil Dead's going to be 80 and 59 now. Getting this one right. Evil Dead's 2 for 2 today. This should be the last play of the game. Cardinals with no timeouts. In the offset eye, Wade hands off to Gilbert. Up the middle. And Gilbert gets the first down. Cardinals can't stop it. And your final score, Seahawks 16, Cardinals 10. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We have the Saints and the Raiders after this. We'll see you then.